Hi everyone, I'm Shivay Lamba. I'm currently a 23-year-old software developer with great love for open source development and hackathons. My tech journey started off when I was quite young, and I got my first ever computer at the age of 6. Now, although most of my time at that point of time used to go into playing games or using paint to bring out my internal artists, but it was not until my sixth class or in my sixth standard that I got exposed to HTML and CSS, and that experience was completely amazing. I was completely blown away with the power of what just a simple syntax of HTML CSS can actually build such amazing websites. And I used to spend a lot of time just creating small designs like those. And of course, when I grew up, I also got exposed to simple programming languages like Java that again blew up my mind again, because with just a simple logic we could do things that actually controlled the computer, because so far I was at the receiving end of using computer, but today I was creating these computer science experiences that also instructed what the computer should do based on my code that I had written. And this sort of further progressed into my 11th standard, or my pre-final year of my high school, when I also took up C++. And at that point of time I had also learned JavaScript, and I was taking part in a lot of different technology competitions or web designing competitions specifically, and I really loved that. But I truly did not understand the potential of what computer science could actually do until I started off college. Before starting off college, I always wanted to become a researcher, and specifically in the field of particle physics and nuclear physics. But because of some internal issues at my in my personal life, I couldn't obviously pick up that, and I ultimately picked up the next big thing that I really loved, and that was computer science. And I feel that it was a completely worth decision, because I spent the next 4 years of my undergrad degree in computer science to really learn, implement, and do a lot of different things that I never even imagined that computer science could actually do. And during my first year of college, I joined a lot of different communities, including CSI, that is Computer Society of India, and IOSD, that is International Organization of Software Developers. And I really loved the entire aspect of community, of how people were sharing the same knowledge and were helping each other uplift each other through the technologies and programming and software development and computer science basically, and building things that inspired the world, and building things to help the society. And these are all the different characteristics that I really loved about computer science, and that's something that I had not even thought about before. And that is where I truly understood the true impact that communities and computer science can have in the world. Now, my first couple of years were filled with a lot of issues and challenges, because I was struggling quite a bit in learning things like data structures and algorithms. And of course, I also wanted to take part in a lot of different competitions like hackathons, but my friends or like other people simply just ridiculed me and said that I didn't have the necessary skill sets. And that sort of listened my morale, but I didn't let it unsettle me, and I instead worked on my skills. And in my third year, I took part in hackathons, and I actually won in my first ever hackathon. I won in my first ever MLH hackathon, and that truly inspired me to also give back to the community. And I started, using that experience to also inspire others, and by taking mentorship sessions, taking part in hackathons as a mentor judge, to also inspire others to take up computer science and just make them realize the potential of how computer science or software development can truly impact the world. Because computer science is being used in almost each and every different aspect of the world that you can think of, whether it is solar technology or it is in healthcare, education. You'll find the use of computer science and programming everywhere, and that is the true impact that software development can do. And that is why it's also relatively important to bring it up early in the lives of prospective students, because students have young innovative minds, they are very curious minds, and they can truly harness the power of computer science to make things that change the world and impact the world. And with their curious minds, we can build technologies that help the society, or just come up with something creative that nobody thought of. And that is why it's important that we give them the right kind of knowledge and the support that they need to help to get them started. Because as a lot of people face challenges in getting the right kind of resources or mentors. And that is why having these communities is so important. It's also important that people who are building these computer science solutions are also equally represented in the society. And now society, or basically the technology communities, were more male driven, but today a lot of different initiatives are also being taken to improve the overall access in terms of resources, but also people who are creating. So there are different kinds of mentorship sessions, and of course initiatives that are being taken to increase the diversity in technology, because of course when we are building these technologies, the diversity is also really important. So a lot of different programs, initiatives are being taken for the people in the underrepresented parts of technology to actually come up and take up leadership positions and also take up these projects. And it's important that we drive this so that we get more and more inclusive projects being built, and that are for everyone. And that is where the initiatives by platforms like .tech domains and other tech brands which are releasing come up, and they're really important because these campaigns help to propagate this message further and reach out to more and more number of people, reach out to more and more number of spaces and communities, so that people can provide access, and we truly become an truly inclusive community, building solutions, driving effort, driving innovation to help solve the problems of the current society that we are living in. And that truly can be done when we reach out to more and more people. And I hope that this interview it is able to inspire other people in this domain, and we are able to truly create an impact when it comes to computer science. And trust me that computer science is a way to uplift people, and if we are able to build things that inspire the world, there's no better feeling than that. So I hope like you enjoyed my interview, and let's connect soon. Thank you so much, and I hope everyone has a great journey ahead in the field of computer science. Thank you.